My name is Sunshine Selby, and I'm a speech-language pathologist at the Sarah Dooley Center for Autism. Today I just want to talk a little bit about sensory. So all of our children benefit from sensory input and have sensory needs. And in times like this, when we're out of our usual routine, we want to make sure we don't neglect that need for sensory input. Some of our children like different input. For example, something like this that has a rougher touch, that might be something that your child likes. So just kind of making sure that they have a toy that provides that. They might like more of a squishy sensation, or even I know a lot of squishies and slime, things like that are popular nowadays. Every child is different. Some like a nice soft sensory input, just a tickle on the arm. Some children like a deeper squeeze. So that's something that you probably are already familiar with your child. But now that your routine has been upended, you just want to make sure that you're still providing that. If you want to put your child on a routine scheduled sensory break, that might be an option where you know every hour or every couple of hours or paired with a meal, something that's already in your schedule, that they're going to get some deep touch or a chance to play with that sensory item. Or perhaps you want to incorporate it. I know I've heard about families having, if you have rice that you can use for this purpose, putting some rice or beans in a big Tupperware and letting the child put their hands in and getting that input. Or even perhaps as a family making some pizza together, getting a chance to play with that dough as a family. Or I know marshmallows are kind of a great squishy if you happen to have marshmallows, giving them some time to squish and play with them, or just before they have them as a snack. And communication is a very big, important part of that. You want to think about what sensory items do they always have use of? Is there a rocking chair, for example, that's in a room that they can always go to? Or a swing available? Or a toy? Are those things that have unlimited access, or are there things that they need to ask you for? If they're verbal, you want to make sure they know the words for all of these things, like the squishy toy, the swing versus the rocking chair. So you want to model that language. If they're using a device or PECs, you want to see what you have available and start pairing that. On the device, make sure that they have their sensory options there. If the rocking chair is something that they have started using or you can put to use at home, is rocking chair on their AAC? Can you add it? Can you model whenever they go to the rocking chair and point to that? And so a lot of modeling will have to take place before they can pair the language together, because we also want to make sure that they have the opportunity to ask for the sensory needs that aren't just available. If the toy is not always in the same place, are they able to ask you for it? Perhaps even making a sensory menu. You can take pictures on your phone of all the sensory activities that they enjoy and that are available, and take a picture on their tablet as well, and perhaps they can scroll through and point to what they want to do when it's sensory time. Or there might be a certain song that you play during their sensory time to kind of pair, ooh, okay, I hear this song, this is time for me to pick something from the menu of what I want to do. So putting this type of schedule in beforehand can a lot of times help be proactive about giving them that time where they might seem upset or have a behavior. If we can put the sensory menu or the sensory schedule into play beforehand, and always remember that piece of communication. How do they get your attention, and how do they communicate to you which sensory activity they want? So you want to think about that beforehand, put options in place, model, and practice, practice, practice. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you all stay safe. Thank you so much for watching.